up and walk a little bit to restore blood circulation in your legs. Mấy cái vị đứng dậy đi nhiều một tí cho máu nó lưu thông lại. Crank up the heat a little bit so that Thai doesn't catch a cold. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Translation? You need translation at all? Cần thông dịch. Is there a translation machine for this lady here? Or for you should pass them out, right?
还有要补充一点哈，就是。
Okay, ready? Okay. Thank you for joining us.
是非常大。
Glad to see you again. Let's see. Today we're gonna have give you share with you a video that was made recently. That will come a little bit later, but it's nice to be able to see you in person because that's how I track your progress, and does anyone have anything that they like to share, like how they feel or any problems recently? For example, I noticed YongHua is, I don't know you if you noticed that as well. She walks a lot more fluidly than before. Is it just my imagination? The last time I saw her is different than today. Anyway. So anyway, let's go into the video, and then maybe I think of something that I want to talk about. So this video here was shared to us from China. What happened is that we have a weekly online meditation, child meditation class conducted by Venerable Thiền. She's been back there, and so it's in Chinese, and so we have many people who tune in online. What day is that? Tuesday, I guess. Tuesday morning.
It's Tuesday morning. It's California time, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
7 to 8 a.m. Tuesday mornings.
Right.
And it's been going on for quite a while, right?
For 6 months.
For 6 months now.
7 months, actually.
7 months, several months. So people have been tuning in from all over, and many of them have been making progress as well, right?
Yes.
And that's it seems that the world is going virtual. We're going to go online, and so this is what we can have to offer as well. So that's in Chinese, and then we plan to have a class in Vietnamese as well. Maybe hopefully conducted from Korea. One of my disciples is in Korea, Venerable Thiền. He's the abbot of our Korean temple in Korea, and so I hope that he'll make the time to start teaching online so that the Vietnamese can tune in and learn from him as well. The meditation class is the way it's works is that it's better if you're able to sit together with your teacher, okay, with your instructor. Whether in person is much better than online, but online it works as well. Although the effect is not as strong as in person, because what happens is this person, your meditation teacher, cannot be faked, is that your meditation teacher has samadhi power. It's supposed to have samadhi power so that he knows about samadhi, knows about meditation, therefore he or she is able to answer your questions and provide proper guidance, okay? And that's fundamental in teaching. You need to know what you're doing, number one. Number two, you need to have been through it before yourself. That is, for example, we teach you to sit in full lotus, train you to sit in full lotus, which is not easy for most people. I myself started with only being able to do it in 2 minutes maximum, that's it. And I quit because it's too painful, too uncomfortable. And so it's a struggle for me personally, and I had to go through the process of training myself to do that. It's a lot of struggle for me personally, but I did it because my late Chinese master told me to do it. So I followed the directions and did it, and eventually I knew how to do it, I could do it. And so a teacher is able to teach in meditation, especially these hands-on type of subjects, is you need to do it yourself. Unless you do it yourself, you cannot appreciate, understand the struggles that your students have to go through. And in particular, it helps you understand how to assist your students in overcoming the challenges. For example, YongHua here, this lady here, she's also was practicing at various places, and they never stressed sitting in full lotus. Okay, so when she first came, she sat in half lotus. Okay, and we talked her into sitting in full lotus. And it's a kind of skill that's very useful. It's one of the secrets in Chinese Chan, in our Chan training. Okay, so the point here is that the teacher must know or must go through the training himself or herself, and master it eventually, so that you can be given the proper assistance, proper guidance. And as a teacher, the Chan teachers that we send you, we allow to train you, are the one who have concentration power. They not only do they have the knowledge and the training, but they also have to have a certain amount of samadhi, concentration power, so that when you meditate with them, they are invisibly helping you. Think of samadhi power, each person as a transmitter of energy, if you will. Okay. When you have some skills, your mind becomes stronger and calmer. So the fact that whoever draws near you, whether it's your family members, whether it's your friends or your students, okay, they will benefit greatly from your concentration power. Take, for example, a baby, who draws near his father or his mother, okay? And you don't quite, are not skilled enough to be able to see that. But I see the baby's energy level taking on the mother's energy level, and vice versa, okay? So I've been very fortunate to be able to watch a lot of families and babies grow up and see how they evolved and how they benefited greatly from their own parents, okay? So that's why when you meditate, your meditation skills are of great benefits to your family members. and the people who draw near you. Okay? So that's why it's preferably you want to physically come to the class yourself, because you get a lot more out of it. For example, this gentleman here that I saw a couple of weeks ago, I see him changed already. Okay, so that's what. By the way, the instructors are eventually will be trained to be able to recognize that better and better and better. All right. So anyway, here we have a testimonial, short testimonial of a Chinese lady, all the way from, where is she? Beijing? Yeah, in Peking. Okay, Beijing. So let's watch it a little bit, and feel free to ask any questions as it arises in your mind. Okay, the lady in your right is Xiao Qing. In my right of the screen is Xiao Qing, and she's the daughter. And the one on the left is the mother. All right, Xiao Qing has been here. She was here several years ago, 10 years ago, I'd say. Huh? Several years ago at Lu Mountain Temple. And for some training at UCLA, and she went back to China to be some sort of executive in a Chinese company, it's now I see her clearer. I see how she's evolved into she's stronger. Her mind is stronger as well. All right, let's play it.
大家好，接下来想跟大家汇报一下我妈妈在最近几个月的打坐过程中她的收获和体会。其实她的身体状况，在打坐了几个月之后有了很大的改善，然后她的精神状况也变得好了很多。
Hello everyone. In this video, my mom will talk about her experience and benefits of practicing Cha meditation in the last couple of months. Her physical health has improved significantly in the last few months. She is also more upbeat and happier. We would like to...
Okay, and wait. So they are at separate places? The background is different.
I think it's in their house. They live together.
They live together. Mm-hmm. And they chose to be in separate rooms because of COVID-19 or what?
They're in the same room.
They are in the same room.
I think it's just the cabinet.
Oh, the cabinet is different. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I love those cabinets. They look nice. Okay.
Continue.
So it's just a few months, right?
Yeah, a few
几个月,
months.
Yeah, only a few
Right.
months. Okay, very good. Continue.
也向师父、贤信师，还有寺庙其他的这个出家师父表示感谢。
We will also like to thank Master Venerable Xianxin and all other venerables at the temple.
大家好，我打坐已经到现在是6个月了。在这6个多月当中呢，我觉得我的收获是很大的。我觉得我最大的收获就是我的腿，我的腿呢不是疼，在过去啊，就说我在特别是睡觉的时候，它不是疼，它是难受。
Hello everyone. I have been practicing Cha meditation for 6 months now. I feel I got a lot out of the Cha meditation in these 6 months. The biggest change is in my legs. The feeling in my legs is strange. It's not exactly pain. In the past, especially when lying down to sleep, I felt discomfort in my legs, which made it difficult to fall asleep.
入睡难，我经常让小青给我敲啊敲啊敲，我才能睡着。自从打坐以后呢，我都过去了一段时间，就打坐有1个多月以后吧，我觉得，哎，我这腿怎么不疼了？从从打坐开始一直到现在，我没让小青再给我敲过腿。
In the past, I would ask Xiaoqing, my daughter, to massage my legs while lying in bed so I could fall asleep. About 1 month after I started practicing Chan meditation, I realized that the discomfort in my legs was gone. Since starting to practice meditation, I never once asked Xiaoqing to massage my legs. My legs no longer bother me, and I also fall asleep faster after I started practicing meditation.
Does she sit in full lotus or half lotus?
Full lotus.
Full lotus. Was she able to do that as soon as she started, or she had to train for it?
I don't remember. She started actually gradually back in the days. When Xiaoqing went back, she did start trying to meditate bit by bit, but I don't remember if she started with full lotus or half lotus.
I know she looks very young, but do we know how old she is?
I didn't ask. She actually, her facial complexion changed after the 2 hours.
And Xiaoqing looks better too.
Xiaoqing can sit even longer now,
She's
much longer.
Yeah, she looks a little bit younger than before. More assertive, but a little bit younger. Huh? It's many years, yeah. She still looks like a girl. And she's some kind of executive over there. Yeah. So the executive who can kill people's careers, and she still smiles like this. 4 or 5 hours a day, every day. Do you guys work in China at all? You have that kind of time? Oh, wow, no wonder. You see, you can sit for 4 or 5 hours a day, you are special. It's very difficult to do. Most monks and nuns can't even do that. Off topic, YouTube has a question. Okay, might as well. What is it?
ML asked, we cultivate to thin the dust. For laymen, we accumulate dust with discriminated mind when we move about in our daily life. How do we reduce the accumulation?
You reduce the accumulation by dusting yourself. Make sure you take showers, do your laundry, and so forth. Okay? That's physically, you have to do that, right? If you know that you're accumulating dust, make sure you take care of the personal hygiene, number one, physically. Okay? And of course, in case you don't know, for us professionals, not just like you, but for us professionals, we also accumulate dust. You know that? It doesn't quite look it, but we accumulate dust just like you do. And but unlike you, we can't take a shower for 2 weeks. Some of you don't know that. So monks and nuns, we really are not supposed to take a shower for 14 days, 15 days. Okay, it's the Buddha's regulation. It's not something that you can appreciate, but. So we have this problem that not only do we accumulate dust physically for 2 weeks before we can really wash them off our bodies. We also do accrue a certain odor as well. Imagine if you don't take a shower for 2 weeks and you go to work. Eventually people will notice. And that's part of the ingenuity of the Buddha's teaching. We accumulate dust, and it's very difficult for us to hide it. Okay? So that's why the monks and nuns are trained to meditate, because meditation help us undust ourselves. Okay? Because dust, when the Buddha used the word dust, the concept dust, it has, and we probably go into it in our Avatamsaka Sutra lectures, so I prepared the last few weeks. Haven't had a chance to go into it yet. But dust comes from two forms: physical as well as spiritual, if you will. So for us professionals, we have to pay attention to not only dusting ourselves, but also physically as well as spiritually, and that's why we meditate. And this is, by the way, the monks and nuns, if they don't meditate or some form of meditation practices, they don't last very long. Okay, and I remember when I first started at the City of 10,000 Buddhas. This Vietnamese senior monk who I was a novice, so Vietnamese senior monk was standing right in front of me, and he accumulated a lot of dust, and you can tell right away. And my late father was still there. He stood right next to him, so he was complaining to me. Yeah, okay. And after a while, this monk here. So it's part of our training. When they started complaining. As a novice, I was not allowed to say anything. We novices are supposed to take a beating. We don't count. Okay. We are peons, so we have no rights whatsoever. But eventually, the monk got better, and the body odor was greatly reduced and actually went away. Okay, after a while. So that's the part of our training, is that we use meditation, we use ceremonies, we use a lot of spiritual practices during the day, so that we can dust ourselves, dust our mind. Okay, and the dust that you see, physical dust, you can dust yourself physically, but it's through meditation that you can dust your mind of afflictions. It's those afflictions that will generate your body odor. By the way, all right. And that's how you dust yourself. So you dust yourself by, for this particular lay person here, by meditation. You learn to improve your meditation skills. Then you're much more efficient at dusting yourself every time you meditate. Okay? In fact, it's way beyond that as well. But because if you have your meditation skills are greatly enhanced, actually your body now has a certain fragrance. Okay, not only do you get rid of the dust, but actually you also are through meditation, through Chan, but particular, you now are able to radiate this positive energy that also is accompanied by a very pleasant and at times fragrant as well. Okay? Continue.
它不疼了，因为从打坐开始，我的入睡也快了，睡觉的质量也提高了。另外还有一个也是我这个腿，我的腿有毛细血管出血，毛细血管出血就在脚踝处，毛细血管有出血。通过这几个月的打坐吧，我这个脚踝这个毛细血管出血的地方，就是一块一块的没有了，没了，现在都没了。还有一个我感觉。
So, since starting, she said my legs no longer bother me, and I also fall asleep faster after I started practicing meditation. The quality of my sleep also improved. There was another problem with my legs was the small veins in my legs sometimes bleed internally at my ankle. These bruises from the bleeding disappeared after a few months of practicing. And
给我的记忆力增强了，因为在上班的时候啊，过去我的熟人呐、认识的人呐，有很长一段时间我都忘了他们叫什么名字了。现在呢，我想起来了。我觉得这个打坐非常神奇，真。
And there was another problem. One other thing was I felt my memory got better as well. For a while, I couldn't remember the names of some coworkers, but I have no such problems now. So I feel this meditation practice is so amazing and wonderful.
Now, I'm so happy to hear of her good results. But of particular interest to me is the fact that when you sit in full lotus, when you cross your legs like that, it's not a natural posture at all. Actually, it's very unnatural for us. Okay, and especially for people like her who has some leg issues, who has some leg discomfort, pains. 疼 is pain, right? Okay, so she has some leg pains, and for her to decide to cross her legs, most people would not be willing to do that because it's totally nonsense. Doctors would probably balk at this. Okay, so somehow she decided to do that, and that's part of the genius about the Chan training. This is not an arbitrary thing that we decided to do to impress you and play hard to get or something that we can do it and you can't, that kind of thing. This is good for everyone, and this is the genius of the Chan teachers. Okay, this is where we picked up from the Chinese Chan that's brought from China through my late Chinese master. Okay, so intellectually, logically, it doesn't make sense. You have leg pains, and what you do, you cross them, okay, and you twist them up, so the blood, really, your blood has even a tougher chance to circulate through your hips, through your knees, and through your ankles because they're bent. It's really illogical when you think about that. Okay, this is And so this goes to prove to you, with the results of this lady experience, use to prove to you that the Chan training is, the Chan knowledge here is very special knowledge. It's not, it cannot be compared with the worldly knowledge, the medical, from let's say the medical professionals at all, because the people who go through this process, they buy into it. They will eventually reap some of the benefits, like this lady here experienced, because by design, the training is initially to stop your blood, constrict your blood from circulating in the legs. Okay, it's very illogical. Okay, and by doing that, you will be able to, if you go through that process, great benefits accrue, among which will increase your blood flow throughout your body, naturally. Okay, Chan is not meant to be a scientific explanation for everything to you, okay, because it's endless. The benefits are far greater than we probably can probably try to explain to you. Okay, I probably personally can't grasp all the benefits of Chan, to be honest with you. Okay, but so that's why it's great to be able to have these kind of testimonials that people decided to share, because these are the benefits that only happens to her, but it happens to each and every one of us. Okay, I can remind you that the concept behind this is very simple. When you do Chan meditation, this training here will increase your chi flow throughout your body greatly. And because of that, it gets rid of a lot of problems that you have, physical problems. Okay, so this lady experienced that, not only in her legs, but also it goes to the top of the head as well. So this chi flow here, this energy flow here, is greatly increased throughout the whole body. And as a result, it clears the head as well. The fact that in her case, it seems to be the memory issue is connected with some kind of blockages upstairs in the brains. Okay, and because of this increase in blood circulation, in the chi and blood circulation, it goes way up to the head and clear out those areas. Okay, so that's why her not only did it resolve the leg pain that she experienced before, and it also went upstairs to her brains and unblocked some blockages up there. That's why the memory came back and improved. Okay, so that's how it could be explained in the most simplistic fashion. YouTube has a question.
Ru Chang asks, Master, according to the Christian, I look older with meditation. So why do I look older with meditation instead of younger?
In Christian, I don't understand the question. According to Christians, when you meditate, you look older? So the Christians, let me get this straight. The question is, the Christians, when they meditate, they look older.
No, it was according to the Christian.
According to Christians, is that a physical thing or physical fact? Is it factual or is it just a belief?
No, I think by Christian she means Daniel. By Christian she means Daniel.
And he looks older? She looks older. This is the first time he sees her. How can he know she looks older? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Daniel, first of all, Daniel, if the Daniel I know of is Catholic, he's not Christian. He keeps on barking at me. He says, I'm Catholic, I'm not Christian. Stop calling me Christian. Okay. But why do you look younger, by the way? Why do people look younger? Well, let me change the question, paraphrase the question. Why do people look older? I know you guys are vain. You're not vain like most people in down south, in Southern California. We're very vain down south. Okay, we do Botox. We do, facial massage and all those things so that we look younger. Okay? You up here seems to prefer to look older. More mature. But people look older because it's funny. Because can we name names or shall we leave out names? Is it safe? I remember when I first came back from Taiwan, 2001, okay? 2001? No, 2000, yeah, 2001, and 9/11, right? I came back and 9/11 happened. Okay, somehow, disasters follow me to New York. Sorry, it's not supposed to be. We shouldn't be joking about that. But I shouldn't be joking about that. I came back, okay, from Taiwan. After 2 years in Taiwan, I turned on TV, okay, because I'm free now. I don't have to be with my master's temple anymore. We're not supposed to, be watching TV. I said, what the heck? I'm by myself. I don't care. I'm going to watch TV, okay? So I turned on TV to watch the Hai Ching. You guys don't remember the Hai Ching? Hai Ching, Ching Hai, Hai Ching. Now, Ching Hai, Tan Hai in Vietnamese. Very famous lady back there. She's an externalist who used to be Vietnamese nun who went to India to learn the Sikh and Dharma and came back and became famous using her mantras and stuff like that. Okay, and then I was looking for her, and then I happened to be on Channel 9, and I have two, and there's news people there, and I noticed that two anchor women. One is. You have to do the rest of this research yourself because I don't want to be sued, okay? One thing is Sharon. Her first name is Sharon. Very, very pretty, okay? And the other is Lena. Okay, Southern California people would know exactly who I'm talking about. You Northern Californians would not know, okay? But they are very pretty anchor women. Very, very pretty, okay? And very talented, okay? Yeah. And over the years, I watched them, okay? I watched them. And then over the years, I noticed, for example, that eventually Lena didn't change over the years, whereas Sharon looked a little bit older and older. So physically, the face is still the same, okay? Meaning because they have the ways of maintaining a certain physical look, okay? Whether through makeup, Botox, whatever, they have their own secrets. They look so the same throughout the years. But when you look at them closely, when I look at them closely, one looks older and the other one hardly changed. Not changed at all. Physically, it's the same. It's because the lighting and all those things. But so physically, the facial features are the same. Okay, very little change. But when I look at them, one is older than the other. The other doesn't change at all. Didn't change at all. The other looks older. Would you like to know why, you women? If you women don't want to know, I'm not going to go into it. Okay, so no one wants to know, right? Yes, yes. One, okay, is third dhyana. Her nature is that she has concentration. Don't know how, because she can sit in full lotus, because she was there at our temple for a few times, and I noticed she can sit in full lotus. Okay, and she meditates every day, okay, very regularly. And the others, okay, I'm pretty sure doesn't meditate. So physically, you can do whatever physical thing, makeup and so forth, but the one thing that you cannot do is your energy level decreases as you age. And that's why you look older. No matter how much you do to your face and tighten your skins and all those things, okay? Your energy level cannot be fabricated. Okay? So my point here is that you look older because your energy level decreases. Conversely, if your energy increases, then even though you are older, but you still look like a spring chicken. Because you don't know it. You don't feel old. You don't feel your age. Whereas when you get older and your energy decreases, you say, oh, I don't feel like it. I can't walk. Oh, I am really struggling with my body. And that it weighs heavily in your mind. And therefore, you will look older. Whereas a certain lady here that I notice, for example, walks more smoothly, it's more fluidly, it's because the energy level actually increases, not decreases. That's the difference. That's why Sharon looks older to me, whereas Lena doesn't age at all. Cool? Oh, there you go. Purple lady. And so what happens is that we need to finish this video here today. What happened is that I noticed over the last 15 years of teaching child meditation, my students, whether men or women, okay, or children, when their samadhi level increases, actually they look younger. Invariably, they all look younger. Not only do they energy a little bit stronger, but somehow the skin a little bit tighter, with how Botox. Maybe they use Botox, I don't know, okay? But they do look younger. Yes or no? No. Okay, continue, please. So the Christians don't never mind whatever the Christians want to believe. It's let them be Christians or Catholic. They're wrong. Yes, Green.
Hi, Master. Can we sit meditation, changing the hair color from white to black.
The skin color?
The
The
hair,
hair color from white to black? For you, that's not possible. For you know why the hair changes from black to white? Anyone knows? It's not thinking. You're wrong. It's worries. If you worry, historically, I remember in a Chinese literature, there is a king or some sort of a monarch. There are many cases, but there's a monarch who ran away because he got chased around and he ran away and he says, "I lost my throne. I need to find a way to regain my throne." Okay. And he stopped by this hotel, Chinese hotel, and then at night he couldn't sleep. He says, "I need to figure out a way to regain my throne." In the morning, and he looked himself in the mirror, and his hair turned white. And I didn't believe it. This is when I was a lot younger, mind you. And I said, "Really? Is it possible?" And then what happened to me is what we bought a gold forest in Northern California. And this is where the hair happened to my hair. You don't have it anymore. I had to shave it before I come here because this patch here is white. It became white. It only happened recently. Okay, so that's what happens. So if you want your hair in general, you want your hair to turn colors, go back to, and the same thing happened to Master YongHua, by the way. He told the story when he worked on his temple in Hong Kong, and he had no money, no support, couldn't ask anyone for help, okay? And so he's trying to finish the construction, building the temple, and he was so worried that his hair turned white, okay? And he said, "After I finished the temple, my hair became black again." Remember? Anyone remembers that anecdote? I read it in English, okay, years ago. So yes, it's from worries. It turns white because what happened is that you worry about something that you cannot find a solution. So you keep on spinning and spinning and spinning. How come your hair is so white, so black? Did you use, hey, Chengdu, you use some kind of touch of gray or something? The last 2 years? A lot more. Do you pluck your hair out? It's just people. If you just pay attention to it. If you worry about something you cannot fix, and you keep on spinning your wheels, your hair turns white, like some of you. Okay, they're not gonna go black, and you keep at it. All right, YouTube has the answer.
Emily says, "I remember in Chinese medicine, when one's essence or jing fades, it causes white hair."
That too. But then what about women? Never mind. Continue. Oh, is there more? Oh, good Lord. You better hurry.
还有要补充一点哈，就是上周在课上也和贤信师汇报了，主要是我妈妈最近一段时间，就过年前后这段时间心情不好，然后特别爱发火，发了2次火，之后在第2次她发火之后呢，我就让她打坐，然后结果在她发火之后的打坐到2个小时。然后在他发火之后的那个第2天，他就做到了2个小时， 后来那天他就感觉到了，其实是有一股气呢，一直就像针扎一样，然后扎在他的大脚趾上，大脚趾上有那种针刺的疼。在这之后打坐之后2个小时之后，然后他突然间就觉得自己的心情好起来了，就变得就更开心了。我觉得对他的这种整个的精神状态，其实帮助非常大。他现在比以前感觉更通情达理一些了。哦，还有他的整个皮肤状态也变得比以前好了，好像变白了很多。还有什么其他的？
好，就这些吧。
好。
So, Xiaoqing wanted to ask us, she said, I wanted to add one more thing, which I told Venerable Shenxing in the Tuesday meditation class. My mom was in a bad mood around Lunar New Year and became grumpy quite often. She lashed out in anger twice. I asked her to meditate after the second time she lashed out. The day after, 2 days after, she reached to 2 hours in meditation. She then felt that there was a chi blockage on her big toes that pricked at her flesh like needles. She felt much better after finishing the 2-hour sit. She became happier. So I feel that meditation improved her overall mental health. She's more reasonable than before. Her skin tone also became better and brighter than before. That is all. Thank you.
So in essence, her skin became white or what?
Yeah.
From yellow to white? Wow, what a nice benefit. You save a lot of money in foundation. Thank you. So we appreciate you, all of you sharing your experiences because it's more real to the rest of the world. This is for real. The benefits you gain from your hard work is real, and we're glad it happened, and we're very grateful. I'm very grateful that they took the time to share with us. The great news is very encouraging for a lot of people. So if you could, in your little neck of the woods, share with us, share with the world your experiences as well. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you all. So we stop here today, and we invite you to join us for lunch. Thank you. Good way to end the video. Both are smiling. You know what level the mom is? No. You know what level the mama's Samadhi level, yes. Huh? Well, the resolution is not that great. Huh? 2. Yeah, 2 or 3. Very good. It's in the range. Very good. 2. Okay. Bordering on 3. Okay. And he's 1 already. This guy is too fast. I always give myself a lot of room for errors, but within the first month. Anyway, so she, she's already 2. That's very impressive. Okay. Thank you, everyone.